21. Black stars exposed in on-set love scandals you won't believe. What if the love scenes you adored on screen weren't just acting? What if some of Hollywood's most powerful black stars crossed the line between passion and betrayal right on set? From secret hotel rendezvous to affairs that shattered marriages, these shocking stories will make you see your favorite stars in a whole new light. Prepare for hidden truths, forbidden chemistry, and scandals that nearly destroyed careers. Stay till the end, because the most unbelievable story might be the one you never saw coming. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Legends of Black Excellence. Dwyane Wade and Gabrielle Union. Dwyane Wade and Gabrielle Union's relationship has long been seen as one of Hollywood's most intriguing love stories, equal parts inspiration and heartbreak. The NBA superstar and the Bring It On actress began dating in 2009, captivating fans with their charisma and confidence. Yet behind the glamorous red carpets and picture-perfect Instagram posts lay a series of painful trials that nearly destroyed their union. Their love faced its greatest test in 2013, when Wade admitted to fathering a child, Xavier, with another woman, Aja Matoyer, during a brief separation from Gabrielle. The news broke just as the couple was rumored to be considering engagement, sending shockwaves through the media and devastating Gabrielle, who was quietly battling fertility struggles. She later revealed in her memoir, We're Going to Need More Wine, that discovering the child was a soul-crushing moment that made her question everything about love, trust, and forgiveness. At the same time, Wade, a father to 2 sons from his previous marriage, was juggling his demanding Miami Heat career and a crumbling personal life. Public scrutiny intensified, with critics calling him unfaithful and selfish, while others sympathized with Gabrielle for enduring humiliation so publicly. But instead of walking away, she chose healing over hatred, focusing on therapy, transparency, and rebuilding their relationship step by step. In 2014, they married in a stunning ceremony in Miami, signaling a new chapter marked by growth, maturity, and mutual accountability. In 2018, their daughter Kavia James Union Wade was born via surrogacy, symbolizing not just a long-awaited miracle, but the couple's emotional rebirth. They've since become outspoken advocates for honesty-blended families and LGBTQ+ acceptance, as seen in their public support for Wade's transgender daughter Zaya. Their story remains one of resilience and transformation, a reminder that love can survive betrayal, but only through courage and truth. Would you have forgiven your partner if they had a child with someone else during a breakup? Or would that have been the end? For Dwyane and Gabrielle, redemption didn't come easily, but their willingness to face pain publicly turned their private heartbreak into a universal story of forgiveness, modern love, and the complexity of commitment beneath the Hollywood spotlight. Morris Chestnut. Morris Chestnut has long been the embodiment of the suave, disciplined black leading man, handsome, reserved, and respected. From Boys in the Hood to The Best Man, his charisma has made him one of Hollywood's most admired figures. Yet behind his calm demeanor and carefully guarded privacy, whispers of on-set romances have trailed him for years. Despite his reputation as a family man, Chestnut has not been immune to speculation about blurred boundaries between his professional and personal life. During the late 2000s, reports began circulating from insiders who claimed to have witnessed late-night interactions between Morris and a female co-star during filming. Crew members allegedly spotted the two entering a luxury hotel suite after an extended shoot. Neither was seen leaving until morning. While no photographic evidence ever surfaced, production staff confirmed the two shared unusually close chemistry both on and off set. Morris never addressed the rumors, maintaining the same dignified silence that has defined his career. He has been married to Pam Bice since 1995, one of the entertainment industry's longest-standing unions. Their marriage has often been held up as a model of black love, a quiet partnership that thrives away from the spotlight. Yet even with decades of fidelity under his belt, the whispers of one alleged on-set affair continue to follow him. Some fans insist the claims are exaggerated, the product of Hollywood gossip. Others believe that even the most disciplined heart can falter when fame, attraction, and isolation intersect. In interviews, Morris has often emphasized professionalism, saying that real respect between co-stars means knowing where the line is. That quote only fueled intrigue. Did he speak from experience, or was it a warning learned the hard way? Regardless of what truly happened, Morris Chestnut's quiet strength and refusal to feed into scandal have only deepened his mystique. His career has remained steady, untouched by tabloid chaos, a rare feat in a world where rumors can destroy legacies overnight. Whether he's the innocent victim of Hollywood chatter or a man who once strayed in secret, one thing is undeniable. Morris Chestnut's allure lies not just in his talent, but in the secrets he never tells. Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian. The romance between Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian began in 2016, wrapped in glitz, laughter, and the hope of a fairy tale ending. The NBA player and the reality TV mogul quickly became one of Hollywood's most talked-about couples, young, attractive, and seemingly inseparable. Their public appearances radiated love, but behind the curated smiles, a storm was brewing that would soon explode across every tabloid headline in America. In April 2018, just days before Khloe was due to give birth to their daughter, True Thompson surveillance footage surfaced showing Tristan intimately involved with multiple women at bars and private events. The scandal broke while Khloe was 9 months pregnant, leaving her devastated yet determined to hold her composure. Millions watched as she faced betrayal in real time, an agony magnified by the constant scrutiny of social media. Still, Khloe invited Tristan into the delivery room, determined to put her daughter's needs first. After a brief reconciliation, the cycle of deception repeated. In 2019, new allegations arose, this time involving Jordyn Woods, the best friend of Khloe's sister, Kylie Jenner. The revelation shattered both personal and professional relationships within the Kardashian-Jenner empire. Jordyn's public apology did little to mend the wounds, and Khloe once again found herself humiliated before the world. The final blow came in 2021, when a paternity lawsuit revealed Tristan had fathered another child with fitness model Maralee Nichols. DNA results confirmed the affair, forcing him to issue a public apology to Khloe. By that point, forgiveness had worn thin. Yet in an act of resilience and emotional maturity, Khloe continued co-parenting with Grace, focusing on raising her children, True and a baby boy, born via surrogacy in 2022, while prioritizing her peace and dignity. The saga of Tristan and Khloe remains a sobering reflection on modern love, where fame amplifies flaws and forgiveness becomes both strength and burden. Their journey, painful yet profound, reminds us that even amid heartbreak, grace can be louder than scandal. Serena Williams and Common. When tennis powerhouse Serena Williams and Grammy-winning rapper Common began dating around 2007, the world saw them as a symbol of Black excellence, two icons at the peak of their respective fields, united by drive, talent, and shared ambition. Their connection began after Serena appeared in Common's music video, I Want You, a collaboration that quickly evolved into a romance filled with admiration and mutual respect. Yet beneath their inspiring image, fame's constant glare made it nearly impossible for their relationship to thrive. The early years were marked by passion and genuine chemistry, but also distance. Serena's rigorous training and international tournaments left little room for downtime, while Common's demanding schedule as a touring artist often kept him away for months. Rumors of tension surfaced, and insiders whispered that the couple struggled to maintain communication. The breaking point reportedly came when Serena discovered affectionate text messages between Common and another woman during one of his trips, an incident that shook her trust and ignited speculation about infidelity. Neither star confirmed the details, but by 2010 they had officially parted ways. In later interviews, Common admitted that he wasn't ready for commitment and needed space to find himself. Serena, meanwhile, revealed that the relationship left her feeling disrespected and emotionally drained. Despite the pain, both handled the breakup with dignity, refusing to engage in public feuds or accusations. Their maturity turned what could have been tabloid chaos into a lesson in self-worth and emotional growth. Years later, both found happiness on their own paths. Serena married tech entrepreneur Alexis Ohanian in 2017 and started a family while Common evolved into a respected activist and author. Their story remains a compelling reminder that even the strongest connections can fracture under the pressure of spotlight living, and that sometimes love's greatest act is knowing when to let go. Jada Pinkett Smith and August Alsina. Few Hollywood relationships have stirred as much controversy as the emotional whirlwind between Jada Pinkett Smith and August Alsina. Their story, both intimate and explosive, unfolded in the public eye and redefined how people viewed love, honesty, and marriage within the entertainment world. The connection began in 2015, when August, then a rising R&B artist battling personal struggles, was introduced to Jada through her son, Jaden Smith. What started as a friendship rooted in mentorship and healing soon evolved into something much deeper and far more complicated. During this period, Jada and her husband Will Smith were quietly separated, a fact that remained hidden until years later. While the world saw them as the embodiment of a stable Hollywood power couple, their marriage was in truth going through deep emotional strain. In the midst of that silence, Jada and August formed an unspoken bond. They attended public events together, exchanged heartfelt social media messages, and were spotted traveling side by side, fueling endless speculation that their relationship had become romantic. The truth came crashing into the open in July 2020, when August Alsina revealed in an interview that he had been romantically involved with Jada for years, and that Will Smith was aware and had given his blessing. The revelation sent shockwaves through pop culture. Days later, Jada confirmed the relationship on her viral Red Table Talk episode, calling it an entanglement, a word that would quickly become part of internet history. She described the bond as a period of emotional healing for both of them, while also admitting that it forced her to confront the cracks in her marriage. Will Smith, sitting beside her during the talk, displayed quiet pain as he acknowledged his own mistakes and their shared imperfections. Their candor turned private heartbreak into a global conversation about forgiveness, transparency, and unconventional love. Though the entanglement strained the Smiths' image, it also revealed their humanity. It wasn't a story of villains and victims, but of flawed people searching for connection in moments of vulnerability, a truth that made the world stop and watch. Will Smith and Margot Robbie. When Will Smith and Margot Robbie teamed up for the 2015 film Focus, audiences were captivated by their undeniable chemistry. Their flirtatious banter and magnetic energy on screen were impossible to ignore, but what happened behind the scenes sparked one of the most persistent and controversial rumors of Will Smith's career. The tension began during filming in New Orleans and Buenos Aires, where insiders described their interactions as effortlessly intimate. Cast members recalled laughter between takes, long hours of private rehearsals, and late-night rap parties that seemed more personal than professional. Everything appeared innocent until a series of photo booth images leaked in 2013. The pictures showed Will shirtless and Margot playfully lifting her top to reveal lingerie while posing together. The images spread across tabloids overnight, igniting a frenzy of speculation about an affair. Both actors swiftly denied any wrongdoing, insisting the photos were taken during an innocent cast celebration. Still, the damage was done. The press questioned the state of Will's marriage to Jada Pinkett Smith, already rumored to be strained. At the time, Jada brushed off the rumors with her signature poise, saying she trusted her husband completely, but the incident added new fuel to whispers about their unconventional relationship. Sources close to the production claimed the two shared an undeniable bond, reinforced when they reunited for Suicide Squad in 2016, reigniting old gossip. Margot later addressed the rumors publicly, calling them disrespectful and emphasizing her professional admiration for Will. Yet even her denials couldn't silence the speculation that their on-screen chemistry might have bled into real life. While no concrete evidence ever proved an affair, the incident became a defining example of how Hollywood fame blurs the line between performance and reality. Whether it was pure acting or something more, Will and Margot's connection left an imprint on audiences and a reminder that even the brightest stars can't escape the shadows of rumor and desire. Denzel Washington and Sanaa Lathan. When Denzel Washington and Sanaa Lathan starred together in the 2003 romantic thriller Out of Time, audiences praised their undeniable chemistry so genuine it blurred the line between acting and reality. Denzel, a two-time Oscar winner, celebrated for his integrity, and Sanaa, an emerging star known for her elegance and poise, appeared to be the perfect on-screen match. But what unfolded off-camera became one of Hollywood's most whispered-about scandals. During production, crew members noticed that their connection went far beyond professionalism. Between takes, the two were often seen laughing intimately, sharing private dinners, and lingering long after filming ended. Then came the moment that ignited rumors. A paparazzi photograph allegedly captured Denzel and Sanaa leaving a restaurant together late one night. Both denied any romantic involvement, insisting it was just dinner between colleagues, but the gossip refused to fade. The speculation intensified when reports surfaced that Pauletta Washington, Denzel's wife of over 2 decades, had confronted him after receiving photos hinting at an affair. For years, Denzel and Pauletta's marriage had been viewed as Hollywood's gold standard of stability. The allegations of infidelity shattered that image and invited scrutiny into a relationship once considered unshakable. Sanaa, meanwhile, faced media pressure and online attacks that questioned her integrity as a rising black actress navigating fame's temptations. In later interviews, Sanaa neither confirmed nor denied the affair, only saying, "Some stories are blown out of proportion, but chemistry is a powerful thing." That comment reignited curiosity about what truly happened between them. Though the alleged romance was never proven, the whispers surrounding Denzel and Sanaa became an enduring part of both their legacies, a tale of passion, secrecy, and the price of vulnerability under the blinding lights of Hollywood. Eddie Murphy and Melanie Brown. Mel B. When Eddie Murphy, one of comedy's greatest legends, met Melanie Brown, better known as Mel B from the Spice Girls, in 2006, it seemed like an unexpected yet electric pairing. Both were global superstars at the height of fame, drawn together by charisma, confidence, and humor. Their whirlwind romance began after meeting at a social event in Beverly Hills and quickly turned serious, with Mel publicly declaring Eddie as the love of her life. But what started as passion soon spiraled into chaos. Months into their relationship, Mel B became pregnant, telling the media she and Eddie were expecting a child together. Instead of joy, Eddie responded with disbelief. In a 2006 TV interview, he infamously said, "I don't know whose child that is until it comes out and we do a blood test." The statement instantly went viral, painting him as callous and unfaithful. The situation worsened when Mel B gave birth to Angel Iris Murphy Brown on April 3, 2007, Eddie's birthday. A DNA test soon confirmed he was indeed the father. By then, however, their relationship had completely collapsed. Eddie had moved on with film producer Tracy Edmonds, and Mel was left heartbroken raising their daughter alone. The scandal exploded across tabloids, portraying Eddie as a man who had lost control of his public image. Mel B later revealed that she felt betrayed and humiliated not only by Eddie's denial, but by the scrutiny that followed. Still, she focused on her career and motherhood, proving her resilience. Over time, Eddie re-established contact with his daughter and began to rebuild their relationship privately, though the wounds from that era never fully healed. Should fame excuse personal mistakes? Or should celebrities be held to higher standards when their private actions hurt others? The Eddie Murphy-Mel B affair remains a defining Hollywood lesson about pride, accountability, and the cost of letting ego overshadow empathy, proof that even legends can fall hard when love and fame collide. Shaquille O'Neal and Alexis Miller. Behind his towering fame and million-dollar smile, Shaquille O'Neal lived a life where love and controversy constantly collided. Among his many rumored romances, his relationship with Alexis Miller, an Atlanta-based hip-hop artist, also known by her stage name Mary Jane, became one of his most shocking and publicized scandals. Their relationship began in the mid-2000s, when Shaq was already one of the NBA's biggest icons, married, wealthy, and adored worldwide. What started as a passionate and seemingly harmless affair quickly spiraled into a darker story of jealousy, control, and fear. In 2008, Alexis filed a restraining order against Shaquille O'Neal, claiming that he had threatened her after their breakup. According to court documents, she alleged that Shaq bombarded her with harassing phone calls, explicit threats, and even attempted to sabotage her music career by intimidating industry contacts. While Shaq denied the accusations, and no criminal charges were filed, the legal filing exposed a more volatile side of the basketball legend's private life. The details were explosive. Alexis alleged that he tracked her movements, hacked her phone, and made veiled threats to end her career. The story flooded media outlets like TMZ and People magazine, tarnishing Shaq's reputation as a lovable giant and family man. The restraining order was eventually lifted after a few months, with both parties moving on. Yet the incident revealed the uncomfortable truth that even sports heroes could become entangled in emotionally charged, destructive relationships. For Alexis, the ordeal became both a cautionary tale and a painful chapter in her pursuit of fame. The Shaquille-Alexis scandal remains a stark reminder that behind the laughter and charisma, even the biggest stars can lose themselves in the chaos of ego control and heartbreak. Shaquille O'Neal and Vanessa Lopez. If the Alexis Miller case dented Shaq's image, his later involvement with Vanessa Lopez, a model and businesswoman, nearly shattered it. Their alleged affair began around 2009, while Shaq was still legally married to Shawnee O'Neal. Vanessa later claimed that their relationship lasted 5 years, an accusation that directly contradicted Shaq's public image as a devoted husband and father. The situation took a dramatic turn when Vanessa discovered she was pregnant and informed Shaq of the news. According to her, the reaction was explosive. She claimed that Shaq became aggressive and began harassing her through calls and threats. In 2010, she filed a lawsuit against him, accusing the NBA legend of emotional distress, invasion of privacy, and intimidation. The court filings detailed disturbing allegations. Vanessa said Shaq's associates followed her, hacked her phone, and attempted to silence her with fear. Shaq's legal team fiercely denied every claim, calling her a liar, seeking attention and money. The lawsuit dragged on for years, finally dismissed in 2013, with the judge ruling in Shaq's favor due to lack of evidence. Still, the scandal dominated entertainment headlines, reinforcing Shaq's reputation as a man haunted by his own fame and choices. The controversy also unfolded alongside the breakdown of his marriage to Shawnee O'Neal, who filed for divorce in 2009, citing irreconcilable differences. Though Shawnee never directly referenced Vanessa, many believed the affair played a role in their split. The affair with Vanessa Lopez added another scar to Shaq's carefully curated legacy, a reminder that no amount of trophies or fame can shield a person from the consequences of betrayal, pride, and desire. Taye Diggs and Thandie Newton. When Taye Diggs and Thandie Newton, then credited as Thandie Newton, starred together in the 1999 romantic drama The Best Man, few could deny the undeniable chemistry between them. Their performances were electric, subtle glances, playful tension, and an emotional intensity that felt too real to be purely scripted. Yet what the cameras captured was only part of the story. Behind the scenes, whispers began to spread that their connection extended far beyond the film set. Crew members and insiders later recalled moments that hinted at a growing intimacy between the two stars. They were often seen rehearsing privately after hours, sharing quiet conversations in secluded corners of the set, and exchanging knowing smiles that only deepened public curiosity. After filming, rapt reports emerged of the pair being spotted together at an upscale hotel, arriving separately, but leaving hours apart in the early morning. Both Taye and Thandie dismissed the rumors, insisting their relationship was built purely on respect and artistic collaboration. Still, their undeniable closeness continued to fuel speculation. At the time, Taye was married to actress Idina Menzel, and Thandie was in a long-term relationship with writer-director Ole Parker. That made the gossip even more explosive, especially within an industry notorious for blurred lines between reality and performance. Neither star ever publicly confirmed an affair, but Thandiwe later admitted that she had occasionally struggled to separate emotion from art during her early career. The emotional depth of their scenes in The Best Man, a film about temptation, loyalty, and friendship, made the speculation feel almost prophetic. Whether the rumors were true or not, the alleged romance between Taye Diggs and Thandiwe Newton remains one of those rare Hollywood mysteries that refuses to fade, a symbol of how art attraction and ambition often collide in unpredictable, unforgettable ways. Nia Long and Eddie Murphy. When Nia Long and Eddie Murphy shared the screen in the late 90s, their dynamic was effortless. Two magnetic personalities whose presence lit up every frame. By the time they appeared together in the 1999 romantic comedy The Best Man, rumors of an off-screen attraction had already begun swirling. Insiders claimed that during filming, their on-set chemistry became something much more personal. Witnesses from the production described moments that went beyond acting, lingering gazes, after-takes, quiet laughter between scenes, and an unmistakable emotional charge that even the cameras couldn't fully capture. One particularly intense kissing scene allegedly left both actors shaken, leading crew members to whisper that the scene wasn't acting anymore. After filming, wrapped paparazzi photographs appeared showing the pair leaving a luxury hotel late at night, further stoking speculation. Neither Nia nor Eddie ever confirmed the affair. Nia dismissed questions by saying, "Chemistry is what makes good film. It doesn't always mean there's something more." Still, her evasive tone only made the rumors grow. Eddie at the time was navigating the fallout of a strained marriage and several other high-profile relationships, which lent credibility to the whispers. Despite the scandalous speculation, both continued to praise each other publicly, describing their connection as creative energy. Yet fans and insiders alike have long believed there was more than professionalism behind their undeniable spark. The tension between them mirrored the complex love stories they portrayed, a mix of desire, respect, and restraint. Whatever truly happened, the rumored bond between Nia Long and Eddie Murphy remains part of Hollywood legend, a fleeting moment where art and reality nearly became one, forever preserved in the seductive glow of the big screen. Vivica A. Fox and Curtis Jackson 50 Cent. When Vivica A. Fox and Curtis 50 Cent Jackson first appeared together in 2003, they seemed like one of Hollywood's most unlikely yet magnetic pairings. She was an accomplished actress and producer known for her elegance and fire. He was hip-hop's reigning bad boy, fresh off his chart-topping debut, Get Rich or Die Tryin'. Their chemistry was immediate, raw, intense, and impossible to ignore. But what started as attraction quickly spiraled into one of entertainment's most dramatic love stories. Their relationship began shortly after Vivica appeared as 50 Cent's date at the 2003 MTV Video Music Awards. The sight of the refined actress on the arm of rap's most feared figure shocked fans and media alike. For a few months, they were inseparable, attending premieres, sharing affectionate interviews, and giving the world a glimpse of Hollywood's newest power couple. Yet behind the cameras, tension was brewing. Rumors surfaced that 50 Cent had become involved with a co-star while working on a film project, and Vivica allegedly discovered flirtatious messages between them. Hurt and furious, she ended the relationship abruptly. The breakup didn't stay private for long. What followed was a fiery war of words, interviews, social media jabs, and public accusations that kept tabloids buzzing for years. In one interview, Vivica accused 50 Cent of being insecure and manipulative while he mocked her age and called her crazy. Still beneath the chaos, fans sensed unresolved emotion. Years later, in 2018, Vivica admitted in her memoir, Every Day I'm Hustling, that she still had unfinished feelings for him, calling their intimacy the best ever. Her confession reignited curiosity about a love that burned too bright to last. Their brief affair remains a classic Hollywood cautionary tale, where love, ego, and fame collided under the spotlight, leaving behind heartbreak headlines and a bond that neither seems able to forget entirely. Chris Rock and Kerry Washington. When Chris Rock and Kerry Washington teamed up for the 2007 film I Think I Love My Wife, the irony of the title would later become hauntingly real. The movie about a married man tempted by another woman mirrored what was allegedly unfolding behind the scenes. Both were at pivotal points in their careers. Chris was one of comedy's biggest stars, married to Malak Compton Rock, while Kerry was rising rapidly as one of Hollywood's most admired actresses. According to multiple production insiders, the chemistry between Chris and Kerry during filming was electric, too convincing to be just acting. Their playful teasing and private rehearsals soon caught the attention of the crew, who noted that their off-camera interactions were equally flirtatious. Months after the movie wrapped, rumors emerged that their professional partnership had evolved into a secret affair. When tabloids caught photos of them dining together in Los Angeles, speculation exploded. Both denied the allegations at the time, maintaining that their relationship was purely platonic. But years later, Chris Rock himself confirmed in a 2017 comedy special that he had cheated on his wife with 3 women, one of them famous. Though he didn't name Kerry directly, multiple sources close to the film confirmed she was the one he referred to. The revelation devastated fans who had once seen Chris as the embodiment of family values. His marriage soon crumbled, leading to divorce in 2016 after nearly 20 years. Kerry, though silent about the matter, reportedly distanced herself from Chris and focused on her career, later marrying NFL player Nnamdi Asomugha in 2013. Their story stands as a painful reminder that fame doesn't shield anyone from human weakness. In trying to play out a story about forbidden attraction, Chris and Kerry may have written one of Hollywood's most ironic, real-life scripts, one that blurred every line between performance and reality. Jesse Williams and Minka Kelly. When Grey's Anatomy heartthrob Jesse Williams and actress Minka Kelly began working together on a video game project around 2017, few expected their professional collaboration to evolve into one of the most controversial romances in Hollywood at the time. Jesse, celebrated for his role as Dr. Jackson Avery and his sharp intellect as an activist, was still legally married to Erin Drake Lee, his wife of 5 years and mother of his 2 children. When the first whispers of an affair surfaced, they sent shockwaves through both Hollywood and the Grey's Anatomy fan base. Rumors began after the two were spotted together in Paris, attending events quietly but noticeably close. Paparazzi photos of them walking hand in hand reignited gossip that Jesse's marriage had ended because of Minka. While Jesse insisted in interviews that his separation had already occurred months before the new relationship began, insiders close to his ex-wife painted a different picture, one of heartbreak, betrayal, and public embarrassment. Minka, for her part, remained silent, refusing to feed the tabloids. Yet sources from the production claimed that the chemistry between her and Jesse was obvious from their first collaboration, full of mutual admiration, laughter, and emotional vulnerability. Their bond grew quickly, but the timing made it difficult for the public to separate love from scandal. The affair became official when the couple was photographed vacationing together in Mexico. Still, by 2018, the relationship quietly ended, leaving behind speculation that the intense public scrutiny had made it impossible to last. Jesse later opened up about the emotional fallout of his divorce, admitting it was the most painful experience of my life, though he stopped short of mentioning Minka by name. The Jesse Williams-Minka Kelly romance serves as a stark reminder that in Hollywood, timing is everything, and that even real affection can't survive when borne under the weight of public judgment and personal regret. Luther Vandross. For decades, Luther Vandross serenaded the world with his smooth voice, timeless ballads, and heartfelt lyrics that spoke to love's deepest emotions. Yet behind his incredible success and soulful performances lay one of music's most carefully guarded secrets. Despite rumors and endless curiosity, Luther never publicly discussed his romantic life, leaving fans to wonder who inspired songs like Here and Now and A House Is Not a Home. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, whispers circulated in the entertainment world that Luther had quietly experienced passionate relationships, some of which insiders claimed involved high-profile figures within the industry. One of the most persistent stories came from a private party in Los Angeles, where guests reportedly witnessed Luther sharing a tender romantic moment with a married Hollywood actress. Though no names were ever confirmed, those close to him described Luther as deeply affectionate, yet fiercely protective of his privacy. Friends later revealed that Vandross feared that being open about his personal life might overshadow his artistry or alienate parts of his audience. In a 2002 interview, he admitted to Oprah Winfrey that he had never been in a public relationship, saying softly, "I've never found the love of my life." That poignant confession left fans heartbroken, suggesting a man who had given the world his soul but kept his own heart locked away. Luther's life, marked by unmatched musical genius and emotional restraint, reflected the duality of fame and artist who could make millions feel seen while quietly enduring loneliness himself. Even in mystery, his legacy remains pure, a man whose voice defined a generation and whose silence spoke volumes about the cost of guarding one's truth in an unforgiving world. Whoopi Goldberg and Ted Danson. In the early 1990s, few stories shocked Hollywood like the affair between Whoopi Goldberg and Ted Danson, two beloved stars whose chemistry on the 1993 film Made in America turned into one of the most infamous real-life romances in show business. What began as playful on-set banter quickly escalated into something far more intimate, igniting passion scandal and ultimately destruction for both. At the time, Ted Danson was married to Cassandra Coates, his wife of more than a decade and the mother of his children. When news of the affair broke during filming, it detonated like a bomb in the entertainment world. Whoopi, one of Hollywood's most outspoken and fearless voices, and Ted, the clean-cut star of Cheers, were an unlikely pair, yet their connection was undeniable. Friends recalled how Ted would spend hours on set in Whoopi's trailer laughing, flirting, and confiding in her about his failing marriage. Before long, their relationship was impossible to hide. Cassandra filed for divorce soon after the affair became public, and the tabloids erupted. The controversy reached its boiling point when later that same year, Ted appeared at a Friars Club roast of Whoopi, wearing blackface, a decision that instantly destroyed his public image. Intended as satire, the performance was condemned as deeply offensive, sparking widespread outrage. Whoopi defended Ted, saying she helped write the sketch, but the backlash was so severe that both saw their careers temporarily stall. By 1994, the relationship had collapsed under pressure, with both stars quietly parting ways. The damage, however, was lasting. Ted's divorce reportedly cost him over $30 million, one of Hollywood's most expensive at the time. Whoopi, meanwhile, faced criticism from both black and white audiences for her involvement in the scandal. Though they eventually reconciled as friends, the Whoopi-Ted saga remains one of the most controversial love stories in Hollywood history, a lesson in how passion, power, and poor judgment can unravel even the brightest careers. Idris Elba and Kate Winslet. When Idris Elba and Kate Winslet starred in the 2017 survival drama The Mountain Between Us, audiences couldn't ignore their raw chemistry. Trapped together in icy wilderness scenes and sharing moments of physical and emotional vulnerability, their performances were so convincing that fans immediately began to wonder, was it acting, or was there something real behind those smoldering glances? The rumors began during the film's press tour, when behind-the-scenes footage revealed their playful rapport, shared jokes inside glances, and a warmth that went beyond standard co-star affection. Then a candid photo surfaced of the two at a hotel event in London, sparking headlines suggesting that their professional connection might have evolved into something more personal. Both actors laughed off the speculation, but insiders whispered that their bond deepened during long filming days in the freezing Canadian Rockies, where isolation made emotional walls fall fast. Kate, known for her openness, later told People magazine that filming intimate scenes with Idris felt shockingly natural, and that she had fallen in love with him as a human being, though she quickly clarified it was platonically. Idris, for his part, praised her as one of the most grounded and magnetic co-stars he'd ever worked with. Still, their chemistry, especially the final kiss scene filmed after weeks of emotional buildup, fueled speculation that something deeper had occurred off-camera. Neither was married at the time, though both had recently emerged from other relationships, which only added to the intrigue. Fans and tabloids alike questioned whether art had once again imitated life. Whether their connection ever crossed professional boundaries remains unconfirmed. But what's undeniable is that Idris Elba and Kate Winslet created one of the most believable love stories of modern cinema, so authentic that audiences are still debating if what happened on screen was entirely fiction. Tyrese Gibson and Taraji P. Henson. When Baby Boy premiered in 2001, audiences were captivated by the raw chemistry between Tyrese Gibson and Taraji P. Henson. Their portrayals of Jodie and Yvette, two lovers bound by passion, pain, and dysfunction, were so real that many wondered if the emotions spilling across the screen were truly acting. Director John Singleton, known for extracting authentic emotion from his actors, encouraged deep emotional connection between them, and that connection reportedly extended beyond the cameras. During filming, Tyrese and Taraji were often inseparable. Crew members described their bond as intense, sharing long talks between takes, holding hands during breaks, and vanishing together after rap parties. One insider claimed they spent hours alone in a Los Angeles hotel suite after a late shoot with Tyrese, leaving long after sunrise. The next day, their scenes carried an undeniable electricity that fueled the film's success and cemented both as rising Black Hollywood icons. Both stars have since denied an off-screen romance, though their affection for each other remains evident. Tyrese has repeatedly called Taraji his movie wife and forever queen, while Taraji admitted in later interviews that their chemistry was undeniable and deeper than just friendship. Despite their denials, fans still debate whether their love scenes drew from real emotion or simply extraordinary acting skill. In 2017, when Tyrese hinted during a talk show that he and Taraji had real energy during Baby Boy, the internet reignited old rumors, prompting Taraji to laugh it off, saying, "We were young and emotional. It was the magic of the moment." Whatever the truth, Tyrese and Taraji's connection helped Baby Boy become one of the most iconic Black love stories in film history. Whether their bond was scripted or sincere, it remains a moment where art, emotion, and attraction merged perfectly on screen, and perhaps off it too. Wesley Snipes and Jennifer Lopez. When Wesley Snipes and Jennifer Lopez teamed up for the 1995 thriller Money Train, the sparks were visible from the start. Their fiery chemistry was undeniable, but behind the scenes, that intensity reportedly evolved into one of the most secretive and controversial affairs of the decade. At the time, Wesley was a major Hollywood star fresh off the success of White Men Can't Jump and Passenger 57, while Jennifer Lopez was an ambitious newcomer trying to establish herself as an actress. During production, their relationship grew close. Crew members later revealed that Wesley was protective of Jennifer on set, guiding her through her first love scenes and offering advice on navigating fame. But that closeness quickly became intimate, culminating in late-night hotel visits and whispered conversations away from the cameras. Their on-screen romance was groundbreaking. It featured one of the earliest interracial love scenes in mainstream cinema. But for Jennifer, the experience was more complicated. In a 1998 interview, she admitted that Wesley kind of pressured her into that scene, saying it felt uncomfortable and unnecessary. That confession painted a more troubling picture of their dynamic and cast doubt on whether their off-screen relationship had been as consensual as fans once believed. Meanwhile, rumors of Wesley's infidelity began to circulate. He was reportedly still seeing another woman during the Money Train shoot, while his marriage was faltering. Jennifer, facing growing fame, ended the relationship, quietly distancing herself from him as her career soared. The fallout was intense. Wesley's reputation took a hit amid rumors of arrogance and manipulation, while Jennifer was lauded for moving forward independently. Industry insiders still describe their affair as one of the most complex Hollywood entanglements of the 1990s, born from passion, ambition, and imbalance. Though neither has spoken about each other in decades, the shadow of Money Train lingers, a reminder that not every on-set spark leads to a happy ending, and that even Hollywood chemistry can come with a heavy personal cost. Sidney Poitier and Diahann Carroll. In an era when Hollywood tightly policed both race and morality, The secret romance between Sidney Poitier and Diane Carroll was as passionate as it was perilous. Their story began in 1959 on the set of Porgy and Bess, when both were already married, Sidney to Juanita Hardy and Diane to Monty Kaye. What started as artistic admiration soon became a decade-long affair that defied every social and moral boundary of its time. Their chemistry on set was undeniable. Friends recalled how they would linger together between scenes, exchanging glances that spoke louder than words. By the early 1960s, they had fallen deeply in love. Poitier, then one of Hollywood's first black leading men, reportedly urged Carroll to divorce her husband, promising to leave his wife and start a new life with her. Diane did. But Sidney hesitated, torn between love duty and public image. In her memoir, The Legs Are the Last to Go, Diane later revealed that Sidney bought her a luxurious New York apartment, but later locked her out both literally and emotionally after growing fearful of scandal. It was love, she wrote, but it came at too high a cost. Their affair continued in secret for nearly 9 years, punctuated by heartbreak, reconciliation, and silence. Both eventually divorced their spouses, but they never married each other. By the 1970s, the romance had ended, though they later rekindled a friendship rooted in mutual respect. Decades later, Diane reflected on their bond, not with bitterness, but with wisdom, saying, "We loved each other deeply, but we were victims of timing and fear." Their story remains one of Hollywood's most poignant secrets, a tale of two trailblazing black icons whose love was both powerful and doomed. Behind the glamour and applause, Sidney Poitier and Diane Carroll showed that even legends are not immune to heartbreak when love must live in silence. Behind every glittering Hollywood romance lies a truth: the cameras never show passion, betrayal, and the thin line between love and scandal. These 21 stories prove that fame doesn't shield the heart. It magnifies temptation and tests loyalty in public view. From secret affairs to shattered marriages, each tale reminds us that even icons can fall prey to desire. But were these connections genuine love or just fleeting lust born from the spotlight? The answer may never be clear. What do you think? Can true love really survive? Hollywood,